Nintendo, I am not happy. Okay? It's me as a Donkey Kong fan. I've waited too freaking long. And I'm about done with your bullcrap, Nintendo. First off, on Donkey Kong's 40th anniversary, 40 years, okay? 40 years of not only Donkey Kong games, but also 40 years of Nintendo games. And that's a celebration in of itself. And that's long enough for any video game franchise to survive. Most franchises don't live to be like 20 years old. And that's a crying shame half the time because there's a lot of good series out there. But Donkey Kong has been fortunate enough to be celebrating 40 years of video games. And you want to know what? Nintendo didn't do jack diddly squat for it. On Donkey Kong's 40th anniversary, July 9th, 2021, they're talking about Zelda Skyward Sword. Swords and sky, birds flying around. There's like 10 billion different freaking Zelda games out there, okay, Nintendo? I mean, you got Wind Waker. How the frick do you wake the wind? And Twilight Princess. What? How the frick can a Twilight Princess exist? Twilight Princess? If there was an actual Twilight Princess in the game wouldn't even have a plot. I mean, Twilight means invisible. Okay? Invisible. So there wouldn't even be a freaking princess. And then you got freaking Link's Awakening. That's the most retarded name for a game ever. Link's Awakening. I mean, it literally the title of the game is Link's Awakening, and that's like 2 seconds of the game. Link waking up. That's literally the title of the game. Wow. And then he's literally just sitting on a beach, just like, and then a girl taps on his shoulder, and then he's just like, oh, what? That's the title of the game. And then Donkey Kong games titles actually make freaking sense, okay? Tropical Freeze, okay? You explore tropical islands. 7 tropical islands if you count the 7th unlockable world. Secret Seclusion. And the main villains are called the Snowmads, and they take over Donkey Kong's island and freeze it over. That's why it's called Tropical Freeze. And then you got Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is the return of the series because it hasn't seen a title since the Super Nintendo games at the time. So that was an interesting name for a game. And then you have Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Dixie Kong has a little cousin named Kiddy Kong, which that means double trouble, okay? 2 characters, double trouble. That makes sense. And they're getting in lots of trouble with the Kremlings. And then you got Diddy's Conquest. A conquest is like taking over something. He freaking wipes out the whole daggum Kremling Island. That's why it's called Diddy's Conquest. See, what I'm trying to say here is the titles make freaking sense, okay? And then that also on that day, Nintendo was talking about Pokemon, gotta kill them all. And there's like flipping 10,000 different flipping stupid little Pokemons you gotta collect and throwing balls. And then, and I mean, there's like 10 billion of them. How are you supposed to memorize all that? And then, you got Donkey Kong, which has stuck to the original cast of characters, which has made people love these characters, and they've made the characters memorable. And there's not 10 billion freaking characters you gotta memorize. And freaking Splatoon. That's another freaking thing. It's been 7 years since Tropical Freeze. And then we got 3 Splatoon games. 3 Splatoon games. In the time that we've only got 1 Donkey Kong game. And no, I'm not counting Donkey Kong Adventure since that's a DLC game. I love that game, but it's not a main series title. I'm talking about the platformers. And also, them freaking Metroid fans. Oh my god. Oh. These stupid, idiotic, these stupid, retarded Metroid fans. I hate those guys. They're just like, we ain't gotten a new game in so long. Bull freaking crap, you pieces of junk. Dude, you got 3DS games, for God's sakes. And you got one new game in development and a brand new game that's been rumored for years now is finally getting a release. At least you have something to look forward to, and a brand new game coming out, and 3DS games. You want to know what? That was all in the time that we've only gotten one Donkey Kong game. And Donkey Kong's not like some freaking small third-party game. No, Donkey Kong is one of the biggest titles in video games, okay? Donkey Kong has been around just as long as Pac-Man or Mario or any of those mother flippers. And he's one of the most recognizable and iconic game characters ever. And he freaking brings in the daggum cash, okay? He sucks it up like a freaking vacuum cleaner. Donkey Kong is an iconic character and he makes money. And you want to know what? Nintendo is a company and they like making money. And see, I mean, a freaking 5-year-old could figure this out, Nintendo. Okay, I've seen kids run lemonade stands better than you running the freaking Donkey Kong series right now. I mean, hold on. You got a product, okay? You got a product, and I have money, and you want money, and I want the product. Sell me the product so I can give you my freaking money. I mean, this isn't rocket science. My little 1-year-old niece could figure that out. Literally, I'll tell her this. Hey, Briley, can I have that toy? She'll give it to me. That is something a freaking newborn could figure out. Okay? When you say you want something, and you're going to give them something else in return, it only makes sense to give them that and get something even better in return. It don't make any freaking sense. Oh my lord, Nintendo. It's simple freaking economics. It's simple economics. I'm not even a businessman, okay? I didn't even take a freaking business class, and I can still understand how this kind of stuff works. It's simple. It's simple. Nintendo, I want a new Donkey Kong game. I've been wanting a new Donkey Kong game for as long as I can remember. And it's been too freaking long. And I love Donkey Kong Adventure, but it's not a true Donkey Kong platforming adventure. It's a DLC game. I love that game, but I want an actual Donkey Kong platforming adventure. It's about freaking time, Nintendo. So you better release it. Please, Nintendo. Please, I mean, you'd be retarded not to. Oh my god. Please, Nintendo. You freaking ruined